Hello, everyone. I'm Metis Balaska, and welcome to the stream. What is going on with my tracking? Oh my god, really? Just as I start stream. It had to be just as I start stream. And what's going on? What's going on now? Come on. Come on. What is going on with my webcam? Are you going to work? Thank you. Well, that was annoying. So, yeah, last time, Tyga found out that we were living in with two no girls. She wasn't happy about it. She challenged Saber to a fight. It didn't go well, so she ran away crying. So, yeah, now we're dealing with that malarkey. Just a heads up, I may start doing 5-hour sessions of this because I feel we're like moving very slowly through the story. But that could be just because we have yet to reach the full swing of it. So we'll see how that goes. So without further ado, let us get to the game. In the end, it took 2 hours to calm Fujini down. Fujini gestured to Saber, saying, "We need to talk," and went into my old man's room. And they were in there for 2 hours. She finally came out, looking unsatisfied, and mumbled, "I guess I've got no choice but to acknowledge her." She'd only nodded in resignation. Sakura, though, was silent the whole time. It was getting late, so Fujini wound up talking and taking Sakura home. But Sakura didn't say a single word. She just bowed and went home. That's all Rin said. Come to think of it, Tosaki's been quiet all this time, too. Sorry about that. I bet you were thinking I did something stupid again. Very flabby heart. She waves goodnight and heads off to the outbuilding. I'm exhausted. I should probably sleep early today. Sure, what is it? Quit doing unnecessary things, you fucking moron! No real rhyme or reason. I just didn't like how things were going, so I introduced you to everyone.
何が嫌だったのか言ってもらわなければ。
Saber draws closer to me. Was what happened tonight really so strange to her? The hell do I know? I was just eating, and I didn't like knowing that you were all alone. If anything, I just thought that we'd have less secrets to worry about once Fujini and Sakura knew about you.
それはあまり意味のあることではありません。むしろ彼女たちに私の存在を知らせるのはマイナスです。この屋敷なら私の存在は隠し通せるのですから、私は待機していた方が良かった。
What were you thinking, you fucking idiot? Better? In what way? Is she saying she's better off being ostracized from the rest of us when the rest of us are all eating? That's not true. You may be fine with it, but I didn't like it. It's not about logic or sense. I look away from Saber. I'm going to go to the shed, so go ahead to your room. She doesn't answer. I turn my back to Saber, who seems unconvinced by what I said, and make my way to the shed. I step outside. The tranquil yard is lit by pale moonlight. The winter sky is clear enough to see the stars above me. I sigh, hardly realizing I'm doing it. Tosok is right. I'm contradicting myself. I'm heading to the shed to avoid Saber's room, but I don't want to leave Saber alone. I'm having a hard time interacting with Saber as a member of the opposite sex, but I can't ignore her on a human level. It's no wonder Tosaka gets disgusted with me and my contradictions. Crap, I thought I was only inexperienced with magecraft, but I'm also just generally immature too. I absentmindedly look up at the night sky. The night drags on. My inexperience is all the more reason I can't skip out on my training. All I can do is keep on believing that if I work hard enough, I might someday attain something. Six, Blade. A night passed. After getting ready, just like I would any normal morning, and heading to the living room, I am greeted by the most complicated breakfast table scene of my life.
あー、ごめんさくら。私バターダメなの。そこのマーマレードちょうだい。そうなんですか。遠坂先輩、甘いものは好きじゃないような口ぶりでしたけど。まさかそんな女の子はいないわよ。糖分は嫌いじゃなくて取れないだけだってば。油断すると見えないところが増えるの。甘味どころは週に1回にしなくちゃね。
Cheryl, buy sweets! Lots and lots of them! I know what I said! So I limit myself to eating sweets once a week, yeah.
なのにマーマレードなんですか、先輩。朝は糖分取るの。それにね、少しぐらいは甘いものを口にしておかないと後のカウンターが怖いでしょ。そっか、食事を2食に減らしても食べる量が倍になったら大変ですからね。そういうこと。黙ってればよく食べるわね、セイバー。ちっこい体のくせに桜並みの量じゃない。そうでしょうか。私は平均だと思いますし、さくらが口にしたパンは私を大きく上回っていると思いますが。 ことないです。遠坂先輩もセイバーさんも私もみんな仲良くトースト2枚じゃないですか。
いえ、厚さが違う。1センチに対して2センチですから、さくらはよく食べています。成長期ですし、栄養を取るのはいい。瓶も1枚だけと言わず、残さず食べてはどうですか。
Bit of a typing error there.
だからダメだって言ってるじゃない。さくらと違って胸に栄養がいくわけじゃなし、朝からそんなに食べたら増えるっていうの。ただでさえ朝は食べない主義なんだから、これでも譲歩してるのよ。遠坂先輩、先輩の前でそういうことは。
増える増えると言っていますが、なぜ具体的な表現を避けるのですか、リン。
だから目に見えないところの話。ああ、さくらは目に見えるから除外だけど。だからそういう話はしないでください。
Good lord. I take a bite of my crispy toast. My brain can't follow the situation unfolding in front of my brain can't follow the situation unfolding in front of me, so I just stay out of it and focus on my toast. There's nothing for me to really add to this anyway. I guess I'm worried over nothing. For the time being, the three seem to be getting along. Tosaka is the same as always, and Saber is warmed up to the girl a good bit more than last night. Sakura still seems a little hesitant around Saber, but it doesn't look like she dislikes her. I'm concerned that Fujini's not here, but I'm sure she'll come tonight. Last night must have done a number on her. But she'll probably come by for dinner, and I think she'll be in a better mood by then. Breakfast ends and I start cleaning up.
先輩、本当にいいんですか？後片付け任せてしまって。
Yeah, it's the least I can do. You have to get going to your club, Sakura. Considering what happened yesterday, you should probably go.
はい。それじゃあ、お先に失礼しますね、先輩。
Again, can we just beat Shinji over the head? Sakura bows to Tosaka too, who leaves the living room in a hurry. Now there are only three of us. With Sakura gone, the people remaining all share a common secret.
それでは私も失礼します。何かありましたら声をかけてください。
じゃあね、セイバー。シローは任されたから、こっちの留守をよろしく。
はい。シロを頼みます、リン。
Saber bows quickly, then returns to her room. Well, there's nothing to do here anymore. So she's probably going back to sleep to conserve her energy. Honestly, is fighting the only thing she thinks about?
当たり前じゃない。シローもね、そろそろやる気見せないと、セイバーに愛想をつかされるわよ。まだ傷が完治してないとはいえ、いつまでもおとなしくしているような子じゃないでしょ。
There's a clicking sound. What Tosaka has to say worries me, but she just turns on the TV.
またこのニュースやってるんだ。
The TV plays the morning news. I just listened from the kitchen as I wash dishes, but it's the same story that I've heard before.
信徒の方でガス漏れによる事故だって。バカな話。そんなのあっちだけじゃなくて、こっちの町にだって起きてるのに。
What? Hold up. What Tosaka said there is pretty worrying. Tosaka, what do you mean by that?
だから原因不明の衰弱でしょ。何の前触れもなく意識を失った人間がそのまま昏睡状態になって病院に運ばれてるって話。もう結構な数になってるんじゃないかな。今のところ命に別状はないらしいけど、この先どうなるかは仕掛けたやつの気分次第でしょうね。
What? Wait. Hold up. I was short one wait. So she's saying that this incident and isn't just happening in a town over, it's happening here too. Unexplained comas, a good number of victims. No, but the main issue is, Tosaka, don't tell me you think a master did this.
じゃあ他の誰の仕業だっていうのよ。いい加減慣れてよね。あなただってマスターなんだから。
Okay, maybe so, but why didn't you tell me this before, Tosaka?
こっちの件はそれほど簡単じゃないから。
I mean, true.
学校で結界を張ってるマスターは三流だけど、こっちのマスターは一流よ。相手を死にだらしめることはせず、命の半分だけを吸収して力を蓄えている。学校で結界を張ってるマスターは三流だけど、こっちのマスターは一流よ。相手を死に至らしめることはせず、命の半分だけを吸収して力を蓄えている。そりゃ集めるスピードは遅いけど、その代わりに魔術師としてのルールには引っかからないし、無理をする必要がない。このマスターは遠く離れた場所で、町の人たちから生命力っていう最も単純な魔力をかすめ取っているわけ。
From a remote location, can someone collect magical energy from a distance?
よっぽど腕の立つ魔術師なんでしょうね。信徒と深山、二つの町をフォローする広範囲の吸引なんて、大がつく魔術師の技だもの。いや、それともよっぽど優れた霊地を確保したのかな。冬木の町には龍脈らしきものがあるって父さんも言ってたし、そこに陣を敷けば生命力の搾取ぐらいは簡単か。
Huh? Hold on, Tosaka.
父さんの書庫にそれらしい資料はなかったし、あるなら大師傅の書庫か。やだなあ。あそこ今でも人外魔境だし、できれば遠慮したいのに。となると綺麗に聞くしかないか。あ、いや、ダメ。あいつに借りを作るなんてもってのほかだわ。
Tosaka, hey. I try to get her attention, but she doesn't respond. Great, Tosaka's off in her own world. When we get to the school, she's still distracted. The gate is packed with thriving students, and it's beginning another typical school day. But I sense there's something off. Yesterday, I passed through the gate without noticing, but today I do. I do now that I'm on my guard. It's hard to explain, but there's this feeling that that things are too calm, so much so that it numbs one's instincts. You're right, the air feels different in here than outside. It smells like sweet honey.
へえ、シローにはそう感じられるんだ。あなた、魔力感知は下手だけど、 世界の異常には敏感なのかもしれないわね。
Tosaka begins pondering.
にしても甘い蜜か。例えるならウツボカズラとか。なかなか言えて妙じゃない。
A carnivorous plant? That's disturbing.
そう？シローの直感は外れてないと思うけど。だってこの学校、結界っていう蓋が閉まったら中の生き物はみんな食べられるんだし。
I mean, it's not a bad analogy. She sees right through me and I gulp.
やっぱりね。わかりやすいから楽しいわ、あなたって。
Whatever. Well, I don't like it.
怒らない怒らない。シローの言いたいことだって分かってるから安心なさい。あなたは学校の生徒を巻き込みたくないと思ってるし、私だってここを戦場にするのは願い下げ。ならやることは一つよね。
She's testing me. Tosaka is trying to tell me that this master, or I'm willing to fight in the Holy Grail War, is the sort who's willing to hurt innocents to win, which is why they're here at the school. I know, we need to find the master who set up this bounded field and take care of it. And if they say they're not going to take down the bounded field, then we just need to defeat them.
そういうこと。ちゃんと理解していてくれて安心したわ。じゃあ、私は結界を張ったやつを探してみるから、シローは不審な場所をチェックしといて。私も一通り回ったけど見落としがあったかもしれない。シローはそういう得意点を探すのに向いてそうだし、餅は餅やってね。
Tosaka waves and runs towards the school building. Hey, don't just leave me hanging. What kind of places are suspicious, Tosaka?
だからあなた風に言えば空気が甘いところよ。
Alright, so we just gotta walk around and all over the place until we find such places. Got it.
蜜がベッタベタに甘いところを探せばいいの。
Tosaka yells her reply to me from across campus. And then she disappears into the school building. Oh, what the hell? Why would she need why would she need to run in there like that? Oh. The bell for homeroom rings. That's why. She should have at least warned me. I clutch my bag and start running at full speed. After all that happened yesterday, I don't know what Fujini will say if I'm late. It's lunchtime. Temporary though this break from class is, students rush back and forth across the whole school. Okay, it won't look suspicious if I wander around now. I wolf down my lunch and head into the hallway. This really isn't the time to say I've never done anything like this. The war has already begun. So now I need to look for anything suspicious, like what Tosaka was talking about, in my own way. I guess the first place to look would be wherever there's not usually anyone around. Let's see. I just hope I can make some progress without wasting this 1 hour lunch break. After I've searched the building, I take a look outside just to be sure. I can't see anything. I didn't see anything strange at the athletics field or behind the building, but this area seems different. Don't tell me this is... I found a few suspicious spots around campus. Behind the stairways, dead ends, empty classrooms, and other less public places. This place is different. Everyone gathers here every day, so it's a far cry from the isolated, deserted places I've checked. How did I not notice this earlier? This place is the most bizarre place of all. I clutch at my chest as I speak. The atmosphere here is suffocating. The heavy wind and humid air make being here at all damned uncomfortable. As soon as I realize what I'm smelling, I find myself getting nauseous. Tosaka said that there should be base points for bounded fields. I don't know how many there are, but I think the first must be somewhere around here. If I'm right, there should be an inscription or sign of it somewhere. Give me a bit. It's no use. I don't have the ability to detect magical energies, so there's no way I can find any signs of that a bounded field has formed. Phew. I guess I have no choice but to report back to Tosaka. Who's there? I whirled around when I hear that voice. Is there, standing in front of the Kyoto Club dojo, is Shinji.
Yeah, 奇遇だね。僕もそのあたりに用があって来たんだけど。君、もしかして見た？
Shinji grins. Senjimato seems genuinely pleased with himself. See what? I don't see anything around here.
やっぱり見たのか。なるほど。君が遠坂と一緒にいた理由はそれか。そうだよね。マスター同士手を組んだ方が効率がいいもの。
What? Shinji, don't tell me.
そう警戒するなよ、エミヤ。僕と君の仲だろ。お互い隠し事はなしにしようじゃないか。
Uh-huh. You mean just like you don't hide the fact you beat your own sister?
君が何を連れているかは知らない。けど、君もマスターなんていうひどい役目を押し付けられたんだろ。
Shinji's so blunt about this, not an ounce of hesitation. He's a master and not at all shy about it. Don't tell me you're a master, Shinji?
だからそうだって言ってるだろ。ああ、でも勘違いはしないでくれ。僕は誰とも争う気はない。そりゃ、襲われたら殺し返すけど、手を出されないうちは黙ってるさ。ほら、この辺りエミヤっぽいだろ。僕も。
Uh-huh, and you're certainly not just telling me what I want to hear. Shinji giggles. From what he is saying, it's clear that he's a master, but...
ま、こっちもエミヤがマスターだって知って驚いてるんだ。意外なのはお互い様ってことで、少し話し合わないか？
A chat? I don't mind, but what are we going to be chatting about?
そりゃあ今後のことさ。さっきも言ったけど、僕は戦うつもりはない。けど他はそうでもないんだろ。ならさ、いつか来る災難に備えておかないと不安じゃないか。一人じゃ不安だけど、二人ならなんとかなると思わない？
It might be scary alone. Take this. Is Shinji asking me to team up with him?
ま、こんなところで話をするのもなんだろ。誰に聞かれるともわからないし、場所を変えよう。そうだね。僕の家がいい。 あそこなら遠坂の目も届かないし、襲われても安心だ。
Red flag. Go somewhere else? Are you crazy? Lunch break's almost over. So if we wanted to talk...
バカ？授業なんてサボればいいじゃん。ほら、いいから行こう。エミヤがマスターって知って嬉しいんだから、あまり水を差さないでよね。
That's no reason to go. People would be suspicious if we skip class.
融通が利かないやつだな。ああ、そうか。それはそうだよね。普通は警戒する。けど安心しなよ。何があってもこっちから仕掛けることはないさ。ほら、僕が騙し討ちなんかするように見えるかい？
Yes! Yes, you do! In fact, forget stabbing in the back. You would stab me right here and now if you had a fucking knife on you. Huh? Oh, yeah. I guess I shouldn't just as casually follow you, huh?
まあいいさ。そっちだってサーバントを連れてるんだろ。そんな危ない相手に喧嘩なんて仕掛けないよ。
Huh? Does Shinji think I have Saber with me right now? Actually, no. Shinji just can't see the servant in spirit form. That's why he thinks I have Saber with me.
遠坂に見つかったら、僕も君もただじゃ済まないんだから。
Shinji starts to walk away. I guess I have no choice but to follow him. I'm interested to hear what Shinji has to say, so at this point I should just give up on attending afternoon classes. We walk up the hill. We're in a residential area in a with Western-style houses in stark contrast to my house. I hear Tosaka's house is at the top of this hill, and I remember the Mota house is right below it, like it's trying to hide it or something. The Mato household is still as impressive as I remember. I visited a few times during middle school, but I haven't been near it recently. I haven't been invited since Shinji and I drifted apart, and above all, Sakura doesn't like me coming here. It's daytime, but the mansion is dark. The whole place is designed and so that sunlight doesn't get in, and there's not much in the way of lighting inside. There's honestly a decent enough chance of someone smacking into a wall if they don't know the layout of the place. I don't know when he got there, but I hear Shinji's voice from the back of the mansion. Even after a year, I still remember my way around. Even after a year, I still remember my way around the house, so I'm able to find the living room easily enough. There's nothing in the way in the way of lighting, even in the living room. The curtain is pulled shut, blocking out the sun. Not a hint of artificial light either, so the place is dark and gloomy. I turn towards the voice. There, I see Shinji sitting on a chair and... Yes! A woman, dark like obsidian, standing behind him. So, fuck this dude? Her? I love her. She's my favorite, she's my favorite, she's one of my favorite characters in the series. She is too good for you. You know, Ryder, you can kill him right now. Come with me. I swear I'll treat you so much better than he does. A chill runs down my spine. The chill is so intense that it stings the back of my neck. I thought we were going to talk alone, Shinji. I take a step back.
用心だよ。エミヤが襲いかかってきたら怖いからね。ライダーにはすぐ近くにいてもらわないと。
Shinji reaches out toward his dark servant, Ryder. His fingers caress her waist and stroke down her thigh. Ew! Are you seeing why I hate this guy so much? The worst fucking character in this entire series. Ryder doesn't move a muscle. She is still as a statue, keeping watch on me through veiled eyes. I imagine she can and even see my fingertips shivering. Some hospitality you're showing to a guest you invited. You might be going a bit far with your caution, Shinji.
冗談だってば。エミヤはそういうのができるやつじゃないって分かってるよ。まあ、けどお前のサーバントは別だからね。僕だってこいつをしつけるのには苦労したんだ。サーバントがマスターの命令に従わないってのは珍しいことじゃないだ。だからさ、これはちょっとした牽制だと思ってくれ。
I forget he said that, and I hate it. A servant who doesn't obey their master? Now that I look closer, Ryder is a little different than Saber. Saber is silent, but she's not frosty. I sense only coldness from Ryder. A human almost completely lacking in humanity. A dark figure that looks like the blood in its veins has discolored. She doesn't give the impression of a heroic spirit-turned servant. I can only sense something inorganic, devoid of any light. Watch your whore mouth, Shiro. So Ryder is your way of keeping my servant in check? Can't say I love that.
ごめん。何分こっちは素人だからさ。エミヤみたいに慣れてるってわけじゃないんだ。そのあたりは勘弁してくれ。
Ha, can't say I'm exactly used to this either.
そうなのか。なんだ。なら君も呼び出せばいいじゃないか。その方がお互い理解し合えるし、すごく公平だ。ああ、それがいい。ねえエミヤ、僕のも見せたんだからさ、君のサーバントも見せてくれない？
Don't voice it like that, it sounds gross. Shinji really thinks Saber's right next to me. It's probably best to let him keep thinking that. I refuse. If you're just doing this to keep me in check, then you shouldn't mind. That should be enough if I'm just here to talk.
何それ。あのさ、僕が見たいって言ってるんだよ。何気取ってるか知らないけど、言うこと聞いといた方がいいんじゃないの？
Says the biggest little shit in the entire series. Then we're done talking. I didn't come here to show off our servants. If that was what you wanted, I'm heading home.
そうかよ。使えないやつだな。相変わらず。
Asshole got fucking played! He moans discontentedly and slumps further into his chair.
いいよ。本題に入ろう。と言っても、話すべきことなんて一つだけだけどね。さっきも言ったけど、僕と協力しないか、エミヤ。マスターになったものの、聖杯戦争っていうのがどんなものか知らなくてさ、一人でいるよりは信用できるやつと手を組みたいんだ。
Hold up, I want to ask you something. My answer will depend on your response.
僕がどうしてマスターになったかってこと？
I nod. As far as I know, Shinji's not a mage. Until I find out how Shinji was selected to be a master, I don't intend on working with him. I hear mages are the only ones who can become masters. I may be inexperienced, but I'm training in magecraft. I became a master because I formed a contract with a servant by sheer coincidence. Did you accidentally summon a servant to get dragged into this Holy Grail War too? If that's what happened with him, we're in the same boat. I don't think I'd be able to refuse its proposal to team up in that case.
エミヤは偶然マスターになったのか。
And that means you didn't.
そうなんだ。よかった。それなら納得できる。
Shinji giggles like it's the funniest thing he's ever heard.
僕も似たようなものかな。本人の意思に反してマスターになってしまったという点では同じだ。けど勘違いするなよ。僕はマスターが何であるか知っていたし、聖杯戦争のことだって前から知っていた。マトウの家はね、お前の家なんかとは違う、れっきとした魔術師の家系なんだからさ。
What? The Matos are a family of mages? What? I never heard of that before. I never heard that before. Wait, does that mean you and Sakura, his sister, have also trained in magecraft?
落ち着けよエミヤ。マトウ家はね、魔術師の家系ではあるけど、もう枯れてしまった一族なんだ。マトウの先祖は遠坂の家と一緒にこの土地にやってきたらしいが、日本の土が合わなかったんだってさ。代を重ねるごとに魔術回路ってやつ、それが減っていって、僕が生まれた時にはもうマトウの血筋は一般人に戻ってしまったそうだ。だからマトウの人間は魔術師じゃない、昔魔術師であった家系なだけなんだ。
Used to be mages. So now the only thing that remains in your family is your knowledge of magecraft?
ああ、残念ながらね。けど魔術回路がなくなったって魔術を学ぶことに変わりはない。マスターのことも聖杯戦争のことも調べればすぐに分かった。突然マスターに選ばれてこうやって落ち着けるのも先代の教えがあったからなのさ。
Yeah, right. Emotions under check. Bullshit. I see. When I became a master, it was Tosaku who taught me about about Holy Grail Wars. So similarly, Shinji was able. Similarly, Shinji was able to understand his own situation thanks to the writings his family passed down. In other words, he learned about magecraft itself. Does that mean Sakura has been learning about magecraft too?
もう本当に何も知らないんだな、君。いいかい？古い家柄の魔術師は一人にしか秘術を伝えないんだ。子供が二人いたら跡取りにするのは長男だけだよ。一つのものを二つに分けたら力が薄まるだろう。10の魔術を一つの結晶にして残していき、血をより濃くしていくのが魔術師だ。いくら肉親だからって安売りはしないのさ。だから魔術師の家系はね、跡取り以外に魔術は教えない。後継者に選ばれなかった子供は自分の家が魔術を学ぶものだと知らずに育てられるか養子に出すっていうのがセオリーなのさ。
I see. That's a relief. I sigh in relief. I want Sakura to live a normal, peaceful life, having nothing to do with magecraft. She is not living a normal life, though. Her freaking brother abuses her. Hey, Nanalia, welcome to the stream. How's your day? I would never want her to get involved with battle. In a battle that forces someone to fight without reason. I would argue that being a mage would be infinitely preferable than having this shithead as a brother. I'm doing good.
僕はマスターになったものの魔術には疎い。君はそうだね。少しは使えるって言うけど、知識の方は素人同然だ。ほら、ちょうどいいと思わないか。勝手にマスターにさせられた者同士、協力しようよ。
Thanks for the redeems, Nanalia. I so want to grind this guy's face against concrete. You have no idea. I don't have a problem with that. I just want to be clear, though. You're proposing this to protect yourself, right?
いや、それもあるけど、まずは当面の敵を叩かないとまずいんじゃない？僕、なんか彼女から目の敵にされてるみたいだしさ。
Oh, there's a reason I'm not a fan of this guy. First of all, we know for a fact that he abuses his sister, and he will openly do it in public. But I've heard it gets so much worse. Giving you the evil eye. Are you talking about Tosaka?
そんなの決まってるじゃないか。そうでもなければ僕を邪険にするものか。
She treats you like crap because you're a piece of shit. Which is fitting.
いいか。あいつは他のマスターを許さないやつだぞ。そんなの一緒にいるエミヤだってわかるだろう。けどさ、何の物好きか知らないけど。遠坂は君に気を許している。あの隙のない女がだぜ。
What? Are you unable to comprehend the fact that the girl would actually like someone other than you? Get used to it.
ほら、倒すには絶好の機会だと思わない？
Shinji holds his hand out to shake. I won't be part of that. Actually, I can't. If Shinji really wanted to protect himself, he would have asked Tosaka too, not just me. Besides, Shinji, do you know there's someone overseeing this Holy Grail War?
ああ、教会の神父だってね。前回の生き残りだって言うけど、うるさそうだから会ってないよ。
I mean, he is. And yet somehow he's still better than you.
僕は魔術師じゃないんだから、魔術師としてのルールなんて押し付けられるのは面倒じゃない？
Shinji's contradicting himself. If he really wanted to stop fighting, he should have gone straight to Kotamine. Shinji, did you know there's a bounded field set up over the school?
知ってるよ。僕にはわからないけど、ライダーが教えてくれた。それがどうしたっていうのさ。
Isn't it your doing? Tosaka said it was the work of a master at school.
あれは僕じゃないよ。確かにあの学園にはもう一人マスターがいるから、そいつの仕事じゃないの。
Mm-hmm. Ryder, you're too good for this guy. Just stab him in the back or something and come with me. We'll work an arrangement. Huh? Tosaka said there's only one other master.
大阪を信用しすぎるのもなんだけどね。ま、それは別にしても、あいつは間違ってるよ。
He's totally telling us the truth, guy. He's not lying to save his own ass.
遠坂が探っている気配は魔術回路ってやつなんだろ。なら僕は彼女が感知できるマスターじゃない。だって元から魔術回路なんてないんだから。初めからさ、僕は普通のマスターたちのレーダーに映らない存在なんだよ。
I see. The presence of mages or command spells ultimately activates through magical energy. Combat spells. But if someone and without magical energy becomes a master, the only way to identify them would be seeing them directly. Tosaka's method of seeking out people with their own magical energy wouldn't lead her to masters like Shinji. Shinji doesn't have a single one of the traits Tosaka is expecting in a master.